Is Jalisco, Mexico under attack right now? Well, right now in Jalisco, we're seeing burning cars, blocked highways, heavy military presence. There was so much going on in the airport. Some people escaped prison. I mean, it's really heavy, but people are asking exactly what's going on.
Ya tomaron el aeropuerto de Guadalajara y de aquí de Vallarta. Ya valió madre todo.
Today we reacting to one of the biggest news coming out of Mexico in years. Reports are flooding in that Nemesio El Mencho Oseguera Cervantes has been unalive. For those who don't know, that's the leader of the CJNG. That's the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. We all know that he got a $15 million bond on him and he faked his death numerous times. Let's see how this is about to play out. Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's dive into this.
So the leaders of one of the more powerful and violent cartels in Mexico was unalived. His name was Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, better known as El Mencho. And we're talking about somebody that was one of the most wanted in the world. I mean, he had a $15 million bounty on him. And he wasn't just a trafficker. Authorities linked his cartel to attacks on police and military. And that's why Mexican military launched a major operation to capture him. But during that operation in Jalisco, Mencho was unalived. Now, it wasn't the purpose to unalive him. They were trying to capture him, but they went under attack and they had to protect themselves, and he was unalived with other people in the process. So after this, cartel members started retaliating. They were burning vehicles, blocking roads, what we call narcobloqueos. They're stealing people's cars and putting them on fire. I mean, so much is being done right now. Now, yes, this is very serious what's going on, but it's not random attack on civilians as of right now. It's targeted chaos tied to one of the biggest cartel takedowns in years. And the government is asking everybody to stay in place, shelter in place, stay at home. Now, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum released a statement today. She applauded the security forces involved in this operation. She asked for everybody to stay calm and just to follow information only from official sources. And she acknowledges that, yes, the roadblocks are happening in Jalisco and surrounding areas. And she said that despite the violence, Sheinbaum stressed that in vast majority of the national territory, activities are proceeding with complete normality. So of course, if you're in Jalisco and the areas and all that stuff, they're asking everybody to please stay at home and stay safe. If you don't have to go out, don't go out. Hopefully this will completely go away after a few days.
You know, they terrified shooting inside the airport. Diabolical.
¿Cómo andas, Gabriel? Aquí andamos ir en Europa, no, oiga, ya aquí andamos encargados. Nomás para ver si va a estar con nosotros o no, porque está ayudando a los carteles unidos y pues le mandamos el mensaje que se acomode con nosotros o se acomode bien con ellos, porque los vergazos van bien. Aquí estamos en los bancos, para que sepa nomás.
For those who don't know what he's saying right now, he's basically letting people know, look, you either down with us or you against us, so let your position be known. They are not playing out there. I wish everyone stays safe, and I don't know what that president talking about, stay calm, but just stay vigilant, stay dangerous so nothing happens. I say that to say this. Make sure you continue watching this video. You're gonna hear a conversation between El Mencho and the police department and how he had them in the chokehold.
Y no me escondo, para que vea.
Aguas.
Oh, nah. They used to this. You see the old ladies just walking nonchalantly. They are dumping. It's not a regular pistol neither. They have assault weapons out there.
Delta 1.
Hey, ¿quién habla?
Mira bien, hijo de tu puta madre. Soy Mencho, güey. Relaja tu puta gente a la verga. Soy Mencho, güey.
He is not playing.
Relaja tus putas partidas. Si no, te voy a partir tu madre 10 toda tu bola de perros. Te tengo identificado 30 güeyes. Hasta tus putos perros te voy a matar si no te relajas, güey.
Sheesh.
¿Cómo ves?
Ya está, señor, ahorita los bajo.
Oh, no cuelgues, hijo de la verga. Te tengo ubicado en Chacala, güey.
No le estoy colgando, le estoy diciendo, ahorita los bajo.
Póngase bien las pilas, güey. ¿Qué se le cuesta ser amigo, cabrón? ¿Uno no se mete con ustedes para que se pasen de verga?
No, señor. Ahorita yo se las bajo.
Police scared
Pongan,
him.
mire, revíremeles a todos los hijos de su puta madre porque todos agarran dinero y son buenos de puercos.
Sí, es lo que me están
¿Se me
diciendo. Que
ponen a
están...
tiros o tú eres el primero que vas a marchar por ellos, León?
No, señor.
¿Vale?
No, señor, no se trata de eso.
Váyanse a la
Wow.
verga porque aquí los vergazos están al 220, ya se la sabe. Y miedo no hay.
No, señor, no se trata de eso.
For those who don't know, the guy you're looking at right now who's reading that note, if you rewind it a little bit, the guy on the bottom, he was actually threatened. I don't know if it was by his people, but they gave him a note right as he was performing, letting him know that, look, this is going to be your last performance. When you step off stage, it's going to happen to you. And they unalived him that same night. I believe it's because either he mentioned them in a song or something, or...
Ahorita yo lo sabré.
Entonces, si quiere amistad, aquí va a tener un amigazo, cabrón. Si no, a chingar a su madre a la verga.
No, yo sé, señor.
Ya estoy hasta la verga de que no entiendan, loco.
Señor, usted me conoce. Usted sabe que yo soy amistad.
Pues por eso me extraña, cabrón. Yo te entiendo, güey, pero pues no mames, yo sé que tienes gente y la familia de chingada. Verga,
Yo lo
póngase
sé.
las putas pilas.
Yo lo sé, señor. Nada más
No
aquí-
quiero que me apagues este puto teléfono. Después te voy a marcar, güey. A ver si no se relajaron a la verga, ¿eh?
No, ahorita le voy a
a
marcar.
todos en general, güey. Relájenmelos a la verga, por favor.
Ahorita le voy a marcar de otro número a este número que me está marcando.
No, este ya no le vuelvas a
He
marcar.
is
Yo le
not
marco cuando yo
playing.
pueda.
Ándale, pues.
Pero no me lo apague porque lo voy a entender como negatividad.
No,
Police is
señor,
scared.
ahorita le mando un mensaje de otro número para que no marque el otro.
Órale, pues, Melón, ahí les quiero eso, que se relajen a la verga.
Sí, señor, usted me conoce, usted sabe que hay respeto y hay amistad. Nada más
Ya
aquí.
está, igualmente, de aquí para allá también.
Yo lo
Ahí
sé,
disculpen
señor.
por las malas
Nada más
palabras.
que aquí los muchachos
¿Vale?
son los que están allá y ahorita yo se los agrupo.
Ahora pues, ahí le encargo.
Ándale,
Regards. You know the U.S. had to help in this right here. They're not doing this alone. That's why they're reacting like this. They burning out Costco's, buildings, vehicles, homes. They sending a message. This is not no pap 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 pap. Do you hear what's going on? Nah. You're in Mexico right now vacationing. I suggest you leave right now. Go home. I wouldn't go to Mexico for a whole year until they get this situated.
Once again, I got to hit you guys with some crazy information and some breaking news. Now, mind you, I'm only going off reports because this cartel leader right here, known as El Mencho, after his son took a deal, went to ADX Max. And what I mean by took a deal is he worked something out with the American government. His dad, on the other hand, has been reportedly killed in Mexico. Now there's a war going on between the Mexican police and the Mexican drug cartel, specifically CJNG. Now, like I said, man, this dude faked his death so many times. I've heard about this dude dying like 3 different times. I've even heard songs made about him that he already died because he was dying of like health issues. So if this report is true, and I'm saying that's a big if, because this dude is notorious for faking his death, Mexico is getting burned down right now. CJNG is retaliating, burning down Costco buildings, parking lots, buses, cars, even threatening people that they're going to break into their homes and force themselves into the homes after 5 p.m. if their demands ain't met, whatever their demands are. Me personally, don't meet their demands. They've already been terrorizing the community and streets and people of Mexico. What's going to change by meeting their demands? They're mad because their cartel boss got killed? That's on him. They've been killing people for years. Cops, battlefield style executions using drones, military graded weapons. This was a well funded organization from drug trafficking, transporting illegal immigrants across that border. Matter of fact, let's not forget about all the kids they used to recruit and turn them into sicarios, hitmen. No remorse, no shame in their endeavors. So I don't think American people or the people of Mexico should have any sympathy. Fight back, because the government's already doing it down there by taking out one of their leaders, supposedly. This is a cartel that had multiple warehouses. And when they were discovered, they had piles full of kids' outfits, clothes, shoes. Kids that were abducted, that were missing, that never went back to their parents, either ended up dead or working for the Mexican drug cartel. So they want to just burn down the city, trying to send a message like that's effective. Just goes to show you that sometimes when you cut the head off the snake, the body don't know what to do. Now's the perfect time to keep going and take that cartel down. So is he dead? Who knows? But if it's true, it's about time I can finally say, good job.
Hey, look, listen, he's on his own with that right there. If you in a big C tell, listen, I'm not sponsoring what he just said right there in that last part. I love my life. With that being said, look, they're not playing out there. I do understand what he's saying. He got a point to a certain extent. You know, Mexico is the way it is, and all they're going to do is just transfer that power to the next, maybe to the opposition. You see the movies. The movies are depicted off of real life. We know how this game goes. It's never ending. There's big money behind this. You think it's going to just stop out of nowhere? They're just going to transfer the power. All they're going to do is transfer the power to someone who they can allegedly control till they can't. And then it's going to be rinse and repeat. We know how the story ends, how it goes, and how it continues, right? With that being said, listen, for all the lives lost, may they rest in peace. And if you're out there and you're watching this video, may you stay safe and God bless. Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. I know that sounded crazy right after it, but it is what it is, baby.